Here we go! Our next performer, now from your entertainment pleasure star of the stage, screen, and amateur porn, Stevenlittles, you guys. Stevenlittles.
Bitch trying to take my time. Get the fuck off the stage. Thirsty bitch. Fucked up my whole opening. I had a routine and shit. This bitch want to be on stage. Don't you have 8 other motherfuckers that you gotta introduce? Shit.
I get the last word.
I got the mic. How you motherfuckers doing tonight? Okay, well, you know, Gayla said that for the rest of the night this is a sausage fest. Well, I just want you right now, this is kielbasa. It's a little bit bigger, fatter, and juicier. So, let me tell you something. I almost didn't make it to the show tonight. You know, I went home to New York. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And, you know, I went home for a couple of days because, you know, I need to get my edge back. Because, you know, in New York, you know, we aggressive. We're, like, dominant and shit. And, you know, when being in L.A., you know, you people, y'all kind of laid back. Y'all kind of more cerebral and shit. So, yeah, I need to step back home so that I come back. So when I come back and deal with you motherfuckers, you know, I'm all up in your faces and y'all bitches go, ah! So, you know, I went home for a couple of days, had a good time. But, you know what? New York has changed so much. They kind of fucked it up. See, when I grew up, you used to walk down 42nd Street, and then you'd walk and it'd be like a prostitute, a drug addict. You know, it'd be all fucked up, homeless people. And that's the New York I know and love. But, you know, it's not like that anymore. Motherfucking 42nd Street looked like Hollywood Boulevard. So, like on Hollywood Boulevard, how you have like the McDonald's here, the Ripley's, believe it or not, and then you have Madame Tussauds. It's the same fucking thing up 42nd Street. I don't know what the fuck happened. See, when I was a kid, that's how I learned my genders. You walk down the street and be like, that's a woman. That's a man. Oh, mommy! You didn't know what the fuck it was. Those were the trannies, right? So now it's not like that. But see, I decided when I was coming back, I went to the airport, there was a huge thunderstorm, right? So they canceled my flight. So the next day when I get on the flight that they rescheduled me on, I'll go and I like check in, I get my ticket. So I decide, well, you know what, since I had to spend another day in New York, someone needs to reimburse me for my hotel room. So I go up to like the counter, the counter lady. It's this white woman, you know, blonde hair, perky, tits up here. So I say, excuse me, miss, I would like to know who is going to reimburse me or compensate me for the money that I had to spend for my accommodations for last night, being that American Airlines, yes, it was motherfucking American Airlines. Yeah. Since American Airlines canceled my flight. So she looks and she was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Littles, but you know, it was an act of God, and you know, we can't reimburse you for it because it was nature. Okay. So I said, let me go to somebody else. So there's another white bitch sitting behind another counter with a haircut like that and perky titties. So I walk up to her, kind of like her. Perky titties. I like titties. So I walk up and I say, excuse me, miss. I had to get another hotel room last night, and I want to know who is going to reimburse me for my accommodations. So this bitch says to me too, I am sorry, Mr. Littles, there's nothing we can do. It was an act of God. So I said, bitch, let me tell you something. Moses coming down from the motherfucking mountains with 2 tablets of stone, that's a motherfucking act of God. So Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt was a motherfucking act of God. Somebody changing the proposition so these buck faggots over here can get married in California. That's a motherfucking act of God. You answering my flight was a motherfucking act of stupidity. And somebody's gonna give me some motherfucking money. Now, I want somebody to come over here and talk to me immediately. So I'm standing there, all in my black man stance. And then they dragged me away in handcuffs and put me in So now I'm gonna tell you, I'm a big black man, but I ain't no motherfucking convict. A motherfucker scared of jail. So they got a motherfucker going on. Got the motherfucking perk ward. I'm like, these motherfuckers, I don't know who's coming through in this motherfucker. I'm thinking that they're gonna be some terrorists. So I'm like, shit, it might be Osama bin Laden up in this motherfucker. Shit, Saddam Hussein. That bitch Lindsay Lohan. These are motherfuckers scared. So I go in this place, this motherfucker is horrible. It stinks like hell. It smells like goat ass armpits with a little bit of rosemary. It was like being in Little Armenia. You clumsy ass. And now his bottle's coming. Suck it up like you do usually.